Hey folks, Phil Davis, Ancestrylands, Ancestrylands.com. Man, I can't believe we're doing this, man. You've seen me go from a guy who just sold dirt, I sold rocks, I sold land, I sold food, crops, everything you can think of. And now I'm here with the illustrious candidate elect, Mr. Justin R. Barbera, running for South Jersey's 3rd District. In what is this county here?
Burlington. We're in
Burlington. Okay, Burlington County, right? My old county. I should know that, but any which way, folks, we're here today to talk issues, talk with Justin, Mr. Barbera here, as he's running as an independent candidate for South Jersey's 3rd District. He's a personal friend. We went to high school together, been friends for over 20 years. And this touches my heart that I'm able to bring this to you all. And we're going to cover some topics, some issues, and learn a little bit more about, if you are in the South Jersey area, why you need to know this name, Justin R. Barbera, why you need to be voting for him. And we also want to promote his campaign, his origin, and give him a lot of support. So, folks, let's get right into it. Mr. Barbera, how are you?
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Good to see you, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me here. We are in what area? Can you tell all the viewers?
We're in Evesham Township, the center of the state.
Got it.
Burlington County, the largest county in the state as well.
Got it. So your campaign to start as an independent candidate, take us through what inspired you to actually just get into politics, because politics is something that most people stay away from. Hell, families can't even talk about it. In these last few elections, people have divided themselves just based on who is temporarily in office and committed to just not talking to people forever who they thought was going to be the better candidate out of two, right? So what made you get into politics now?
I've cared for America my
Mhm.
whole life, and I've noticed that America has been changing,
Mm,
and it's been changing not for the better.
right.
So I have 3 young children,
Okay.
and I know you're a dad of 3 young children.
Hey, here.
So we share in the concern for the next generation and
Right.
the well-being that America provides for them.
Okay.
That's the drive for this campaign.
Got it. Now, independent, why independent versus Republican or Democrat? But what made you hold on to or say independent's my way to go?
Yeah, I've always voted independent.
Okay.
I like certain things from each party,
Hmm.
but I don't want to be pigeon-toed or pigeonholed into one train of thought,
Right.
especially a train of thought that doesn't have the ideals of America at its core.
Okay. And so in your campaign, getting into what's the first like wow factor of thing you're like, oh whoa, this is my reality check into just starting a campaign, in its inception.
Right, and the biggest hurdle that I've noticed back in May
Mhm.
2024 was the need to be able to speak to the people.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That was the first hurdle, and um, making the platform available at a person-to-person basis.
Okay. And when you're starting a campaign, who did you go to first to look for support? Not, I just meant like in your immediate environment, to because I feel like anytime we do anything, we always run it by somebody. We always try to look for an immediate person to support our ideas. How was that, start for you to get past the go?
Good question, Phil. This guy's got good questions. That's why he's here.
Go. Thank you. Got it.
So I've always been a person that cares about America. So the people that have been in my inner circle, conversations of a better America are
Mhm.
always being had.
Right. Right.
So uh, this campaign is a magnification of a conversation that's been ongoing
Mm.
for decades.
Right. And I don't know. I think that sometimes when people are attacking each other over their political views or ideation, people fail to understand that everyone's coming from a place of looking at the country with what works for them. And that's different from one person to the next. How are you navigating or seeing that when you engage people, voters, and you're looking to get their vote? How does your approach change slightly person to person? without losing yourself, because I think we're seeing that in a lot of this election, is that that central identity tends to move way over here and then it's way over there, and it seems like some candidates are just trying to appeal to every person at every level without staying true to themselves and who they
Mm. Another great question, Phil.
are. We got more coming, folks. Stay tuned.
So, a philosophy that I follow is I try and see the light, the good in every person that I encounter.
Right, right,
That's
right,
the best way I can connect with anybody.
right.
So that's at the core of this campaign is connecting with the voter, the constituent in Burlington, Mercer, and Monmouth County, and understanding what bothers them, what
Mhm.
hurts them,
Right,
what they would like to see in a better America.
Hmm.
And I take that with me
right.
in this journey.
What has been, let's dip into the deep end of the pool real quick before we come back in the part we can stand. What has been something that has been a pain point for you with the campaign now that we're getting very close to election day? Election day is 2 days away. So, what's been something of your biggest struggle during this time since you started?
Okay. So,
If you could give the viewers that, because that's something probably you won't get till the cameras come off. So,
yeah, I have no
yeah.
problem sharing.
Okay, good.
So, finance is the biggest hurdle
Mm,
for any campaign.
right.
And running as an independent, there virtually is zero finances available.
Mm,
So, everything that has been done in this campaign, and it's been a very successful campaign,
right.
has been done on a inventory type of fashion.
Okay.
So, the things that work that are free, we maximize on.
Right. Okay.
The system we have in place right now is able to reach 4,000 people per day.
Wow.
And it's not the system that we started with,
Right.
but it's the system that we've adopted into
Mhm.
our current and ever evolving campaign strategy.
Okay. What if, where was your, because I guess it was funny. I was telling my son the same thing. I said, my son's posting on TikTok. And
Is this which one? Philip?
yeah, well, the third child is he's two. So he's if he's doing it great. I look, thank you
I
for
got it. I got to ask.
so my first
He
son,
pushes the kids,
I do.
and he's a phenomenal father.
Thank you. He actually, we're talking last night about today, and he's listening on the earpiece because I'm feeding the 2-year-old. I'm getting stuff ready, so he got to listen to how I dad, if you will. Um, so he's posting on TikTok, and I share the same sentiments with you about where you started and where you are now. The system changes, and where I started at Ancestry Lands years ago and where we are now, I told him, I said, the creation of, you can never always give your salute, your flowers to the creation of, right? Because where you start at and where you end at, that work, that will to keep going, you're going to eventually get there. So you've been working so hard for so long now in a short amount of time that you're able to get 4,000. There are people on YouTube who do not get 4,000 views per day. And YouTube is one of the biggest platforms. What changed it for you when you said, I'm out of doubt and now I'm going forward with it?
Mm.
Like there when you realize that inside and you say, it's time to go. I know I can do this.
The feedback from the other patriots in the district and around the nation has been phenomenal,
Mm,
heartfelt. Change is needed, and change is coming.
okay.
So whether we win, lose, or draw, this movement is making an impact, and the next election cycle will see more independent candidates standing up.
Okay. I got that. And I like that. And the people I've spoken to about you, I think it was they everyone was questioning whether it was going to be successful. And then once I told them, hey, no, he's out there really doing it. the mindset changes for people. Now they want to know more, to the eventual win. Um, let's talk about what everyone faces when they're trying to start out success, because this is going to tie into all people who are looking to be successful, people, men, women. For you, there are people who said no when you try to bring them ideas, right? There are people that you look to and you said, these are supposed to be my friends, my confidants, my family members. These are people who are supposed to be behind me. Did you experience people who shut that door before you even got a chance to finish your sentence? Without giving names, but just that experience of getting over that to believe in yourself when they had doubt.
That is a valid question. Uh, America is at a crossroads. We're at a tipping point. We need to autocorrect
Mhm.
immediately.
Right.
That is something that I would like to see the voters become more aware of.
Okay.
The more aware our voters are of the importance of each election seat,
Hmm.
the more likely they are to investigate the candidates running
Okay. So,
and vote with their heart,
okay.
with their morals, instead of by a party line.
Right. Okay. And let's go back to the campaign. What things did you do that when you said it started along the way, it changed, it evolved. What things did you have to put in place to bring the campaign to where it was now? So anybody starting out is interested, that we all have an idea of what we think something should be. So where you are now, what's the separation between where you are now, 48 hours away from the election, to the guy who just thought of, it's time for me to run?
So it's a great question, Phil. A complicated question. Um, the campaign, as of now, we reach maximum audience with the minimum amount of manpower
Hmm.
and time, because our time's so limited.
Okay.
When we started, we had limited support with individuals and businesses ran in the area.
Okay.
So starting the nonprofit, political nonprofit that the state requires was a huge benefit.
Mm,
That allows a document that can be presented to any business for donations
okay.
towards the campaign.
Didn't know that. Oh wow.
Once we did that,
Hmm.
we were able to gain a lot of traction with printing. Printing is very important to a campaign. It allows the verbiage of the platform to be hand delivered to each constituent.
Okay.
The best ways we now do that are in large parking lots.
Okay. Good. And how has been your experience? I know we had the town hall, and you're meeting with people, talking with people. What gives you confidence when you're interacting with American people from all different walks of life? Is there still hope for the country, in your belief, that the America that everyone envisions is still there for them? Because we hear about so much of how things are going to be destroyed and lost and things like that. Are we past the point, in your belief, that there's no hope left?
Hmm. So, in my campaigning, I've been able to speak with a lot of patriots in the district. And the common word is that they want to make change happen. So, this election will show whether the words they spoke to me and their actions line up. If we get 1,000 votes like most independent candidates, I would say no, then America's not lining up with their actions and their words.
Mhm.
But if we get anywhere north of 50 to 100,000 votes, America plans and means business, and change is inevitable.
Right. Do you look at, if that 50 to 100K, even if it's not a win per se, it still looks like it's a message to an establishment saying that change is coming,
Yeah.
that people are waking up and we're no longer dividing ourselves we're starting to see a common thread that everyone is facing similar issues, because the issues are not you versus me. It's now our problem because we're all suffering, if you will. Do you feel that that is a component of not just you winning, but even if the numbers being an issue? Because there's winning by a little, there's winning by a lot, there's landslide. But when you get close, that can't be ignored. Everybody, when I run track, when you beat a team, by 1 point, unless you're looking, you were supposed to be, even if you're dominant and we're projected to win, winning still, it looks a little less bright, little not as sweet, because their feeling of almost losing, people are looking at number two like that. So are you looking at that you are still, your goal is to make the statement and win, or is it just a win and a statement doesn't need to be made?
Mm. I would be obviously more happy if we won, but
Right.
I would be extremely happy if we made a statement that the independent vote is a vote that matters in District 3. People are willing to vote on their morals and go with the dark horse
Mhm.
for this election.
Well, I think that the only thing we can do is wish you luck on your campaign as the 48 hours draw down, and definitely hope that you are the person that is selected at the end. I want to thank all the people that have watched this so far. And I want to message out, and I'm going to give you the last little bit, for people to take notice of this channel being able to bring candidate elects trying to run for Congress, people who are talking about real issues, because it seems like the issues, like I've said before, in Pennsylvania, we have the same issues going on in New Jersey. And it's good to see people such as yourself come up out of the ranks and step up to try to become the leaders for the next generation, for and give me a person like myself inspiration, because you're inspiring me to say, what can I do to help the American public, the American citizen, with the leadership that I've had? And it seems like more of that is needed. So I'll let you have the floor to give the final closing. And anyone in South Jersey in the third district, what he said, Montgomery, no, I'm sorry, Monmouth, Mercer, and Burlington County in South Jersey's third district, I'm going to encourage you all to vote independent, to get that 100K started, to get that, not just 100K, to go past that, to make a statement that change is coming and change is going to come. And it's coming right now, not in another 2 years.
48 hours away, America. I want to thank everybody that supported me on this campaign. Your well wishes and your support has been heartwarming. It's helped me move forward and go out and fight for our rights. So let's make it happen. And November 5th is on the dawn of a new America where our word is heard once again in the government.
Excellent. Well, folks, Phil Davis, Ancestry Lands, ancestrylands.com. I'm with Justin Barbera. New Jersey, or South Jersey, still New Jersey's 3rd Congressional District. You heard it right here, right now. Heard it first, right here. 48 hours. Vote. Vote independent. All right. And anywhere else, just write his name in the ballot. Let him know you want him in your state too. Okay. Phil Davis, Ancestry Lands. Remember, own property or you'll be owned as property. Get out there and vote, folks. Peace.
Are you confused with today's real estate market? With high interest rates and overpriced housing, it can be hard to find something to own at the right price. Available on Amazon, Getting Dollars from Dirt by author Philip H. Davis is a game-changing book that invites you to embark on a thrilling exploration of this often overlooked asset class. This book is your roadmap to unlocking the secrets of vacant land investment. Inside these pages, you will uncover the transformative power of vacant land as a wealth-building tool. Discover how to spot promising properties, assess their true value, and capitalize on market trends. From understanding zoning and permits to leveraging financing strategies, you'll gain the knowledge and confidence to make savvy investment decisions. With each page you turn, you'll gain a deeper understanding of the profound impact your investments can have on the world around you. Getting Dollars from Dirt is not just a guidebook, it's a call to action. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a curious novice, this book will empower you to tap into the immense potential of vacant land and embark on a journey toward financial freedom and a brighter future.